Hey everybody! It's June 30th and happy birthday to Sibernethy! And anybody else born on June 30th? The following people will share your birthday, starting with Wolfgang Schaefer, who played Lincoln Loud in the live-action Loud House series, A Really Loud House, and the specials A Loud House Christmas and A Really Haunted Loud House. He turns 14. Definitely one of the youngest people we've had on our list in a while. Next is Alex Mahan, better known as Yandere Dev, who has 2.8 million subscribers on YouTube, created Yandere Simulator. He turns 36. Next is Sean Marquette, best known as Johnny Atkins on The Goldbergs, was the voice of Mac in Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, which just got a movie that was kind of similar to its premise. Sam Dullard in Rocket Power, and he was also Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man game from 2005, as well as Pence in Twilight Town on Kingdom Hearts 2. He is 36. Next we have Victoria Elizabeth Crawford, pro wrestler currently performing in the independent circuit under the ring name Vix Crow. She is best known for her tenure as a WWE Diva, where she performed under the ring name Alicia Fox. She turns 38. Next is Cody Rhodes, son of legendary wrestler Dusty Rhodes and half-brother of Goldust. He is currently the undisputed WWE champion when he defeated Roman Reigns in the Bloodlines Rules match at WrestleMania 40. He is 39. Kind of wild. We got two wrestlers born a year apart.
He was also oh boy, was it in Arrow, that's it. I couldn't think of it.
Okay.
He played the character by his wrestling name was Stardust. There you go.
Yeah.
That was there was a drug called Stardust.
I did see a mention of that when I was looking him up, but I just decided to stick with this info.
Stardust made his skin turn pale like his wrestling.
Guess makeup. I just did not notice that mentioned that. If it did. Anyhow, next is Michael Phelps, Olympic swimmer, the most successful and most decorated Olympian of all time, with a total of 28 medals, with an all-time record of 23 Olympic gold medals. He turns 39. Next, Fantasia Barrino, winner of Season 3 of American Idol, and was Celia Harris Johnson in 2023's The Color Purple. She also played that character on the stage production, so that's why she got the part. She is 40. Next is James Adam Shelley, a guitarist of the band American Authors, best known for Believer, Best Fae of My Life, and Go Big or Go Home. He is 41. Cole Swindell, or Swindell? Let's go with Swindell. Country singer known for songs Chillin' It, Ain't Worth the Whiskey, and You Should Be Here, is 41. William Belly, better known as Cherry Peck on Nip Tuck, and a contestant on Season 4 of RuPaul's Drag Race, and appeared in American Weddings as Butch Queen, is 42. Dan Jacobs, guitarist of metalcore band Atreyu, turns 42 as well. Lizzie Kaplan, known for playing Janice Ian, Katie's goth friend in Mean Girls. Marlena Diamond in Cloverfield. Lula May, a new member of the Four Horsemen in Now You See Me Too. Avery Bishop on True Calling, and free-spirited music journalist April Drennan in Hot Tub Time Machine. She turns 42. Monica Potter, known for playing Tricia Poe, Nick Cage's / Cameron Poe's wife in
Con Air.
Con Air, thank you. I don't know why I left that out. Karen Fisher in Patch Adams, and Allison Gordon, Dr. Gordon's wife in Saw. She turns 53. Next, Tony Rock, younger brother of Chris Rock, known for playing Uncle Ryan on Everybody Hates Chris. He is 55. Philip Anselmo, lead singer for heavy metal band Pantera, is 56. Know any Pantera songs?
Oh, God.
It doesn't matter.
Far Beyond Driven. Wait, that's an album.
Next is Mike Tyson. Everybody knows who Mike Tyson is. He's the star of Mike Tyson's Punch on NES.
He likes pigeons.
Yes, he does. He runs a mystery team.
Sometimes confused as a pigeon. I am a budgie, though.
Yes, you are a budgie. Very good.
I'm proving right now, though.
Yes, I kind of noticed that. He is also a big part in the Hangover movies, right? Is he just the first one? I forget. Is it Hangover or Hangover 2?
He was in the. I think he's in all of them.
He's in all. Okay,
He's definitely
so
in
you
the third one.
So yeah, he turns 58. Deidre Lovejoy, best known as Assistant State Attorney Rhonda Perlman on The Wire. White House Counsel Cynthia Panabaker on Blacklist is 62. Vincent D'Onofrio, best known as Private Leonard Gomer Pyle Lawrence in The Full Metal Jacket. Edgar the Bug in Men in Black, as well as in the animated series. NYPD Detective Robert Gorin in Law & Order Criminal Intent. Vic Hoskins in Jurassic World, and Wilson Fisk in the MCU. He turns 65.
Oh yeah, he's a wonderful actor.
I don't do that.
I like how I did that movie with oh gosh, the other Vincent. So you had two Vinces.
Wait, okay.
The tall one from the.
Which movie is this?
I Like Where Your Head's At.
Okay.
You don't really think he was gosh, what is he? I mean, he was in so many comedies. That was a line he always had in those movies.
I think I know who you're talking about. Is he from Wedding Crashers?
Yes. Yes! There you go. Vince Vaughn.
Yay,
there
Vince Vaughn. It's hot in here.
They were both really skinny in there.
Yeah, what was it? What was this movie they were in here?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Okay.
So anyhow, next, David Allen Greer. Best known for his time in Living Color and as Carl Bentley, the police officer in Jumanji. Anything else, David Allen Greer?
Yeah, he did. It was something like The Black News or something, which is what he called it.
Is this on in Living Color?
No, this was a show he had, a short-lived show on Comedy Central.
What about in Living Color? I couldn't find anything
He
about
was
that.
called Dag on there because, his initials. But, yeah, in Living Color, he played a bunch of different characters, but I on the
Can't
spot
think of any
here,
off the top of your head
this
now.
is way too,
It's okay.
I just saw
Don't worry about it. He turns 68. Hal Lindes, guitarist for Dire Straits, best known for Sultans of Swing and Money for Nothing, is 71. Great songs. David Garrison, best known as Steve Rhodes on Married with Children. He also played the Wizard on Broadway's production of Wicked. So yeah, if anybody doesn't remember, Steve Rhodes is the neighbor's husband for the first half of the series. He's kind of a milksop, however you call it there.
Is David Allen Greer the other one from the Men on Film or Men on segments on Living Color?
I never watched it.
You never watched Living Color?
No.
I'm pretty sure he was the other one.
But anyhow, he turned. So David Garrison turned 72. Stanley Clark, jazz bassist and true pioneer in jazz and jazz fusion, is 73. Glenn Showrock, singer of Little River Band, best known for It's a Long Way There and Help Is on the Way, is 80. And next we have Robert Dwayne Ballard, discovered the wreck of the Titanic, the battleship Bismarck, the USS Yorktown, and JFK's PT-109. Yeah, he found all of those under the water. He turns 82. Next, we have those that have passed on since. So you got Robert Dwayne Ballard. I just read him. Florence Ballard. Wait, how coincidental. American pop and R&B singer for the Supremes for 1959 to 1967. Known for Buttered Popcorn and What Did Our Love Go?
Where
Did Our Love Go? Thank you. Who passed away in 1976, and they were born in 1943, so if they were alive today,
81.
they'd be 81.
But they Where Did Our Love Go? Which is, in the 80s, it was attached as part of the full length and one of the radio edits for Tainted Love.
Oh.
Yeah, the Tainted Love.
By Soft Cell.
Usually, yes, Soft Cell's Tainted Love usually ends at the end of Tainted Love. But in the full version, there's a long interlude, which is usually cut out by the radio if they even play the whole version. And then it goes right into Where Did Our Love Go?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Next, we have Harry Blackstone Jr., American stage magician, author of Blackstone's Book of Magic and Illusion, is estimated to have pulled 80,000 rabbits from his hat. Sadly, he passed away in 1997 at age 62, and since he was born in 1934, if he were alive today,
90.
He'd be 90. Next, we have...
Baby, baby, where did our love go? Ooh, you don't need me. Something like that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, I was a little late on that one.
Next, Pat McCormick, American comedy writer for Red Skelton, Phyllis Diller, and Johnny Carson, as well as Get Smart. And as an actor, he is best known as Big Enos Burdett in the Smokey and the Bandit trilogy. Sadly, he passed away in 2005 at age 78, and since he was born in 1927, if he were alive today...
Oh my gosh, it would be 97, right?
What?
Wait, 97? Yeah,
Okay.
because 100 puts it at 2027, so yeah. So it'd be 97 years old.
Okay. And lastly, Ed Yost, American inventor known as the father of the modern-day hot air balloon. His sadly passed away in 2007 at age 87. He was born in 1919. So if he were alive today...
He'd be 105.
He'd be 105. Almost made it. Almost made it.
Yeah, so close.
All right, so now we move on this day in history. Starting in 1520, Spanish conquistadors are expelled from Tenochtitlan, following an Aztec revolt against the rule under Hernan Cortez during La Noche Triste, or the Night of Sadness. In 1737, British commissioners of longitude grant self-taught clockmaker John Harrison £500 after a successful trial of his first longitude clock.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either, but it seemed important. In 1755, Philippines closes all non-Catholic Chinese restaurants.
Yeah, the Philippines is largely Roman Catholic,
Oh.
so yeah, I guess it's this is what happens.
In 1805, Michigan Territory is organized, or Michigan Territory organizes. In 1834, Congress creates Indian Territory, now Oklahoma. Hopefully they got out okay. In 1860, a famous debate on Charles Darwin's theory of evolution is held at Oxford University Museum and dominated by arguments between Thomas Henry Huxley and Bishop Samuel Wilberforce.
Yeah.
In
I think the world's flat and hollow.
somehow. In 1864, Yosemite Grant Act is signed by President Abraham Lincoln, bestowing 200,000 acres to the state of California. Establishes America's first state-controlled park. In 1870, Ada Kepley becomes the first American female law college graduate from the old University of Chicago, later Northwestern. Go Northwestern, I guess. In 1893, Excelsior Diamond, the blue-white 995 carats, then world's largest, discovered in Jagersfontein mine in South Africa.
Excelsior! Thank you, true believers.
In 1894, London's Tower Bridge opens across the Thames. Hope it didn't fall down.
Yeah, I heard it was falling down.
In 1896, William S. Hadaway patents an electric stove in the United States.
Ah.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Oh, wait, wrong Hadaway. In 1905, 27-year-old clerk Albert Einstein, Albert Einstein, of course you've heard of this guy, published his theory of special relativity, the relationship between space and time, in his equation E equals mc squared.
Energy equals...
Mass times speed of light squared. In 1906, John Hope becomes the first black president of Atlanta Baptist College, later known as Morehouse College. Man, so many of these colleges changed their names. Also in 1906, U.S. Congress passes the Meat Inspection Act and the Pure Food and Drug Act. These laws owe much to the expose journalism of the period, Upton Sinclair's The Jungle in particular. In 1908, a giant fireball, most likely caused by the air burst of a large meteoroid or comet, flattens 80 million trees near the stony Tunguska River in Yenisei, Governorate, Russia, in the largest impact event in recorded history. I'm assuming that that the one that took out the dinosaurs doesn't count because that history wasn't recorded.
Yeah.
So second largest, likely. In 1908, at 41 years, 3 months, future Baseball Hall of Fame pitcher Cy Young becomes the oldest player to record a third career no-hitter as Boston Red Sox beat New York Highlanders 8-0. Wonder what that team became. New York Highlanders? Could it be the Cubs?
I don't know. I think they had to disband because
the
team ended up only having one player because there could be only one.
I almost believed you.
There can be
You got
only,
me. You got me good.
There
There.
can be only,
You got me
There
good.
can be only one Highlander.
In 1909, Jack Johnson fights Tony Ross to a no decision in 6 rounds at Duquesne Gardens, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, to retain his heavyweight boxing title.
Jack Johnson. Was hoping we get to see a match between him and his clone, John Jackson. Never got to see it. Missed opportunity.
In 1914, Mahatma Gandhi's first arrest after campaigning for Indian rights in South Africa. Man, he was far from home, huh?
Indian rights.
In 1925, Charles Jenkins is granted the U.S. patent for transmitting pictures over wireless early television.
Very cool, very cool. As we know, he's also the great-great-grandfather of Leroy Jenkins. Leroy Jenkins!
Oh, darn it. How did I forget? In 1930, first round of the World Radio broadcast in Schenectady, New York.
Yeah, we've driven through there many a times in our trips to different conventions. Well, different convention. The same convention once a year.
In 1933, 50,000 demonstrate in Antwerp against fascism/war.
Yeah, can you believe these kids and all the Antwerping for their YouTube videos?
In 1934, Detroit radio executive George Richards pays $7,952.08 to buy NFL's Portsmouth Spartans, moves the team to Detroit, and rebrands it to the Lions.
Ah, yes.
The Detroit Lions. Yeah. Go Lions. We know a couple of Lions, a few of them actually. Let's see. Next, 1936, 40-hour work week law approved for the U.S. federal employees. And also 1936, Margaret Mitchell's novel Gone with the Wind is published. In 1937, the world's first emergency call telephone service is launched in London using the number 999. So yeah, here we dial 911, and in England they dial 999.
What do they dial in Germany?
I don't know.
Yeah.
In 1938, Superman's first appearance in DC Comics Action Comics Series issue number 1, which just in our last episode was sold at auction many years later. In 1940, Brenda Starr, reporter, first cartoon strip by a woman, Dahlia Messick, begins as a comic book supplement to Chicago's Sunday Tribune.
Neat.
Also 1940, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service forms. In 1952, Guiding Light, soap opera moves from radio to television. Guiding Light. Is that still airing? I think it might be.
I'm not sure, but I know that one of the actors was dating a friend of the family's.
Oh, wow.
A little bit. Yeah, it was like we had their picture in the hallway at my mom's house. She doesn't even have big hallways, but there was a picture, and he's like, oh yeah, this guy here, he was on Guiding Light. And I was like, oh, okay, neat. Never watched it. I know there was a trans character introduced at some point.
Oh,
and
cool.
the one time I was like, you know what? I'm going to tune in and see what's up with this. And it happened to be one of the episodes with the trans character. I was like, all right.
That worked out.
Yeah.
In 1953, first Chevrolet Corvette is manufactured. 1955, Johnny Carson Show debuts on CBS TV. 1962, LA Dodgers future Baseball Hall of Fame pitcher Sandy Koufax no-hits New York Mets 5-0. First of the 4 career no-hitters thrown by Koufax. Also 1962, Rwanda and Burundi become independent. 1966.
Solomon Burundi.
Yeah. 1966, some attendees at the National Conference of Commissions on the Status of Women in Washington, D.C. laid groundwork to establish a group to speak for women's rights, the National Organization of Women, or NOW. NWO. NOW. Right. Excuse me. Also 1966, the Beatles land in Tokyo, Japan, what becomes their final concert tour there. They perform 5 shows at the Budokan Hall over 3 days and collaborate on a painting while there.
Oh man, I tell you, I don't know about Japan, but if the Beatles landed on me, I just...
I wonder if that's how we met Yoko Ono.
Oh no.
Yeah. In 1967, Philadelphia Phillies utility man Cookie Rojas pitches a scoreless 9th inning in 12-3 losses to San Francisco Giants. Rojas had now played all 9 positions since arriving in Major League Baseball in 1963. How crazy is that, huh?
Mm.
In 1967, Robert Henry Lawrence Jr. named first black astronaut.
Okay. Neat. I mean, awesome.
Yeah. In 1974, Soviet dancer Mikhail Baryshnikov defects to the West.
Oh no. What are you?
I do not know what that was.
Are we okay still?
Yeah, all the streams should be closed.
Don't put it back.
So
I
anyway.
don't know what that was. Sorry about that. Next in 1975, Muhammad Ali retains World Heavyweight Boxing crown by beating Englishman Joe Bugner by unanimous points decision and rematch in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. In 1977, Marvel Comics published Kiss comic book featuring rock group Kiss. Who would have guessed? In 1979, Good Times single released by Chick. Billboard Song of the Year in 1979.
A year on board?
In 1980, a British sixpence demonetized after being in use since 1551 and 12 years after introduction of decimal currency. In 1982, a New Jersey NHL franchise officially named Devils by fans balloting Legend of the Jersey Devil, a creature that allegedly inhabits the Pine Barrens of South Jersey. Hey, our friend Pierre recently was playing the Jersey Devil video game.
Yeah, dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, the Jersey Devil is dumb. I'm sorry, you know what? If you're from Jersey and you're a child, creepy. If you're an adult, you think it's real, dumb. Come at me.
In 1980, well, we are New Yorkers. We do have a rivalry with New Jersey, don't we? In 1984, the longest pro football game, LA Express beats Panthers 27-21 in USFL playoffs. Games last 93 minutes, 33 seconds. In 1984, Pierre Trudeau officially steps down as Prime Minister of Canada after serving 2 separate terms for a total of 15 years. Wow. It's a long time. 1987, the Royal Canadian Mint introduces the $1 coin known as the loonie. In 1988, Brooklyn, New York dedicates a bus depot honoring Jackie Gleason as his role as bus driver Ralph Cramden in The Honeymooners. To the moon, Alice! Right? That's it. That's the one.
Yeah, threatening his wife with physical abuse.
Yeah, but he doesn't actually.
Yeah, he doesn't do it.
In 1988, Chicago agrees to build a new stadium so White Sox won't move to Florida. Sorry, Florida, they're ours. Oh wait, no, not ours, Chicago. They're Chicago's. Speaking of Chicago, 1989, Great Balls of Fire, a quasi-biographical drama film starring Dennis Quaid as rockabilly pioneer Jerry Lee Lewis premieres. Lewis hates the film and the book from which it was sourced, but praises Quaid's performance.
Goodness
Wild.
gracious.
Great Balls of Fire. In 1990, East and West Germany merge their economies there.
And they become Super Germany.
Oh no! And
That's okay, they're better now.
In 1992, The End of the Road single released by Boys II Men, Grammy Award Best R&B Performance by a duo or group with vocals and Best R&B Song in 1993, Billboard Song of the Year for 1992. Wow, so many awards. 1992, Fidel Ramos installed as president of the Philippines.
Oh, that's crazy.
Did I say that right?
That is actually also my old doctor's name, who is also from the Philippines.
Really?
Yeah.
Your doctor was president of the Philippines?
Yeah, apparently so. Apparently so. Maybe he's in it.
In 1992, former Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher joins the House of Lords as Baroness Thatcher of Kesteven. Weird that Austin Powers knew who she was then.
Yeah, and this is before she started solving mysteries on that show, the cove that she lives in. You always listen to that before you go to sleep.
Oh, come on. You gotta help me like that. Also 1992, South African ANC President Nelson Mandela meets with the UN Secretary General Boutros Ghali at Dakar.
You think I thought you died?
No.
I'm pretty sure I saw a funeral on television.
Mandela effect. Yep. Next, in also 1992, man, a lot of things happened on that day. Total solar eclipse in Uruguay for 5 minutes and 21 seconds. In 1994, U.S. Ice Skating Federation bars Tanya Harding for life. In 1998, Sega Channel Cable's first on-demand video game service is closed down.
So, yeah.
Tales of 4, Spider-Man 2, directed by Sam Raimi and starring Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst is released. What, no mention of Doc Ock here? Alfred Molina?
Yeah, no.
I had to think of that for a second. Next, Tales of 5, Spain legalizes same-sex marriage. All right. Tales of 6, Cirque du Soleil, musical acrobatic extravaganza, The Beatles, Love, opens in a specially built theater at the Mirage, Las Vegas, Nevada. 2008, Mamma Mia, the movie, starring Meryl Streep, Pierce Brosnan, and Colin Firth, premieres at Leicester Square in London.
Featuring the music of ABBA.
Yes.
Mamma Mia,
Here we go again.
Mama. Bunch of words I don't remember.
In 2014, U.S. Supreme Court rules that family-owned corporations can reject provisions of the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, on religious grounds. In 2015, Misty Copeland becomes the first African-American principal dancer of the American Ballet Theater.
Wow, she's a principal and a dancer. Crazy. Get to my office, and then they pirouette.
In 2016, performance of the Roundabout Theater Company's revival of Jerry Bach and Sheldon Harnick's musical She Loves Me is first Broadway show live streamed via Broadway HD, later released as a film. Also in 2016, the IKEA Museum opens in the former very first IKEA store in Almhult, Sweden. 2017, Germany votes to legalize same-sex marriage in a snap vote. Yes, just like that. 2019, Brooklyn Nets loaded up on elite NBA talent on first day of free agency. Signed Kevin Durant from Golden State, Kyrie Irving from Boston, and DeAndre Jordan from the New York Knicks. Also in 2019, New York marks 50 years since the Stonewall Uprising sparked the modern gay rights movement with huge pride marches. In 2019, President Donald Trump becomes first sitting U.S. president to set foot in North Korea in the Korean Demilitarized Zone meeting Kim Jong-un. Normally wouldn't mention that guy, but I thought that was really noteworthy. In 2021, American Abhimanyu Mishra becomes the youngest chess grandmaster ever at 12 years, 4 months, surpassing Sergei Karjakin. Karjakin? Sorry. I am probably butchering these names. I apologize. Also in 2021, world's oldest man is 112 years old, Emilio Don Emilio Flores Marquez, born August 8th, 1908 from Puerto Rico, according to Guinness World Records. In 2022, Bong Bong Marcos, son of Ferdinand Marcos, is sworn in as president of the Philippines.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, interesting that this day would come up twice as president of the Philippines. Also in 2022, Ketanji Brown Jackson, age 51, is sworn in as the 104th Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court, replacing Stephen Breyer, age 83, upon his retirement. First black woman and sixth female and third black to be seated. So yeah, pretty crazy. Also in 2022, man, this day is popular. New York is named world's wealthiest city, home to 345,600 millionaires and 59 billionaires, with Tokyo and San Francisco making up the top 3. And finally, in 2023, a U.S. Supreme Court rules 6-3 against the Biden administration's student debt forgiveness plan of 40 million students, saying the president overstepped his authority. And Vienna, Austria-based newspaper Wiener Zeitung, final print edition headline reads 320 years, 12 presidents, 10 emperors, 2 republics, 1 newspaper, as they become an online-only entity.
Yeah, people don't really read papers anymore.
Yeah, I guess so. But still need things to line the bird cages, though, right?
Yeah. But you know what? I prefer to just use scoopable litter or just litter. I mean, it's specifically for birds.
That's good.
I could never find a scooper that had slots small enough to collect all the poops. Now I just remembered a Pantera song.
Oh.
I just remembered a tiny bit, and it's High Noon, Your Doom, coming for you with a Cowboys from Hell. I always thought if I was a stripper, that's the song I'd come out to.
Oh my. Okay. So anyhow,
wait, how old are they?
I No,
I hope
no.
they're of age.
I'm-
If you're not,
Hopefully they are.
legally an adult.
But yeah, Sibernethy, hopefully you had a great birthday and everybody else who's born today. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you like a birthday video, let us know. We'll try to make one for you. But hey, these are a lot of work, both in research and recording these. It's very hot in here. So yeah, thank you so much. We'll see you all in Anthrocon. Expect a video about Anthrocon before we go. But until then, bye-bye!